congregation by the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, saying, Our father died in the wilderness and was not in the company of them that gathered themselves together against the Lord in the company of Korah, but died in his own sin and had no sons. Why should the name of our father be done away from among his family, because he has no son? Give unto us therefore a possession among the brethren of our father. And Moses brought their cause before the Lord, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, The daughters of Silo.
Right, so what they're trying to do is, the father had no sons. They're trying to keep somewhat of an inheritance, all right? Whether it be land, cattle, gold, whatever it is. Well, yeah, the women, but in this case, these are the women who, that, like they just said, why should the name of our father be done away with? Because he had no son. What it said, give unto us therefore possession among the brethren of our father. So these are women coming forth and they want a possession of their father because he didn't have no sons.
It says, Thou shalt surely give them a possession of an inheritance of the father's brother, and thou shalt cause the inheritance of their father to pass unto them. And thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel, saying, If a man die and have no son, then ye shall cause his inheritance to pass unto his daughter. And if he have no daughter, then he shall give his inheritance to his brethren. And if he have no brethren, then he shall give his inheritance to his father's brethren. And if his father have no brethren, then he shall give his inheritance unto his kinsman,
Right.
that is next to him of his family. And he shall possess it, and it shall be unto the children of Israel a statute of judgment. As for the Lord commanded Moses, and the Lord said unto Moses, Get thee up into the mountain, Abraham.
Right, so real quick, like it just said, if a man die, he have no son, his inheritance goes to his daughter. If he has no daughter, it's going to go to the man's brother. If he has no brothers, it's going to go to his father's brethren, his uncles. Go ahead.
And see, the land which I have given unto the children of Israel. And when thou hast seed in it, thou also shalt be gathered into thy people as Aaron thy brother was gathered. For ye rebelled against my commandments in the desert of Zin, and in the strife of the congregation to sanctify me at the water before your eyes. And in the altar and Kadesh in the wilderness of Zin. And Moses spake unto the Lord, saying, Let the Lord, the God of the spirits of all flesh, set a man over the congregation, which may go out before them, and which may lead them out, and which may bring them in, that the congregation of the Lord be not as sheep which have no shepherd. And the Lord said unto Moses, Take thee Joshua, the son of Nun, a man in whom is the Spirit, and lay thy hand upon him, and set him before Eleazar the priest, and before the congregation, and give him a charge in their sight. And thou shalt put something of thine armor upon him, that all the congregation of the children of Israel may be obedient.
We know Joshua, so Joshua was he was serving Moses, he was serving the priesthood, and we know once Moses dies, Joshua helps to keep the record of all these things that happened to Moses. And it tells you that, at the end of, I believe it's Deuteronomy, and it tells you that at the beginning of Joshua. I'm not sure, but Joshua is being set up for now.
Shall stand before Eleazar the priest, he shall ask counsel for him after the judgment of Hiram. Before the Lord at his word shall they go out, and at his word they shall come in. both he and all the children of Israel with him, even all the congregation. And Moses did as the Lord commanded him. He took Joshua and set him before Eleazar.
Going back, it said after the judgment of Urim before the Lord, right? And the priest had the stones which were on his breastplate for each of the tribes, right? And if you went before him, you didn't know who your father was, but what happened was those stones would light up based on what tribe you were from. So whatever stone was for your tribe, because he had all of them, it would light up. Right? Then you had the other two stones, the Urim and the Thummim. The Thummim is not Thummim, the Thummim is Thummim, meaning in the Hebrew, the lights and the perfection. You had one white stone, one black stone. And when they would make a decision, certain decisions, the high priest would have it, because if they couldn't make a decision, the high priest would have to make the decision because he's the high priest of the law, of course. And if the Most High was with it, the white stone would glow, but if the Most High was not, then that black stone would glow. That's what those stones were used for. That's why
that's tight too.
Yeah, that's
tight.
That's why, but that's why the apostle said this new technology is just the Urim and the Thummim is just the same stuff. All right, but Esau, of course, has his stuff on the left hand.
It's the artificial version.
Yeah, the fake version.
Mm-hmm. That's why they call it artificial intelligence.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
God. So it's and no other nation had that, man. No other nation had nothing like that. Right?
So it was just done through the Spirit?
It was done through the Spirit. The stones will glow. Whenever they glow, that's how you gotta go. Read that from the top, verse
21. And he shall stand before Eleazar the priest, who shall ask counsel for him after the judgment of Urim. For the Lord at his word shall they go out, and at his word they shall come in. Both he and all the children of Israel with him, even all the congregation. And Moses did as the Lord commanded him. He took Joshua and set him before Eleazar the priest for all the congregation. And he laid his hands upon him and gave him a charge, as the Lord commanded by the hand of Moses.
Right. And that's basically it on that. The scriptures talks about the Urim and the Thummim in a few locations. That was one of the uses it was used for. Again, when the Most High was with it, that white stone would glow, and then that black one would glow when he wasn't with it. But now we don't have the stones anymore. We don't have any of those, pieces or any of that. But we do have a certain level of discernment in the spirit now. Right? It's like the scriptures say, I will pour out my spirit on all flesh. And then, of course, he poured it out on the elect. We got, those men set up above us who receive things in the spirit. And that's how it was set up to be done to this day. All right, so it's all through the spirit that the internet led us to the truth. We prophesied, put it on the net, and went out to the four corners of the earth. Matter of fact, if we could get that, and then that's all I had, where it says, when the word should be prophesied to the four corners of the earth, then will I come?
Yeah, I brought that out.
Oh, you brought that out? Getting that, I'm gonna get this. Deuteronomy 15 and 12. Yeah, because like a lot of times we say, oh, this is luck. That's luck. There's no luck. Everything is written in the script. There's no luck. The good and the bad is written in the script. Everything is written. We want to be written as the elect, as the good. We don't want to be written as the fallout, the wicked one. We don't want to be written as that. Like the scriptures say, if you take things out of the scriptures, your name is going to be taken out of the book of life. You got a lot of people with that. You got a lot of people written as, this nigga's going to be a scoffer. He's going to scoff for 5 years. And the Most High is going to take him out. Then this next nigga, he's going to be, it's all that's written. It's all written. Right? All of it's written. while you're getting that, I'm going to get Deuteronomy 15 and 12. Right? Because even the chip, that goes back to old technology. It said Deuteronomy 15 and 12. Let's see if this sounds familiar. And if thy brother, a Hebrew man or a Hebrew woman, be sold unto thee and serve thee 6 years, then in the 7th year thou shalt let him go free from thee. Right? And this is one of the scriptures they took out from the Bible, in that slave Bible. And when thou sendest him out free from thee, thou shalt not let him go away empty. Right? So if you were a servant, right, under your brother at the end of that 7th year, then he would give you some of his
You
possessions.
mentioned it didn't have to be a brother
God.
in so many cases, but just like how Esau has to be a
Right.
you have to do everything that if you're an intern, you have to do everything the person that's over you says.
Exactly.
You know, so that's how that serves. It wasn't really
You wasn't beating the shit out of your, another Israelite. You wasn't doing that like Esau's wicked ass. Because they'll say slavery's in the Bible. It is, but it's a certain measure to it.
more than over go give me that person to serve. Go give me the coffee.
Yeah. Yeah. Go get my lunch today. I want to, I mean, you had some, you know how Jake is. You had probably some throw work. You had some
Foul.
Yeah, you got some stern Jakes, but it was within reason though. It said verse 14, thou shalt furnish him liberally out of thy flock, and out of thy floor, and out of thy winepress, of that wherewith the Lord thy power hath blessed thee, thou shalt give unto him. Right, you gotta give. And thou shalt remember that thou was a bondman in the land of Egypt, and the Lord thy power redeemed thee. Therefore I command thee this thing today. Right. So you remember when you were a servant. And it shall be, if he say unto thee, I will not go away from thee, because he loveth thee and thine house, because he is well with thee, then thou shalt take an awl and thrust it through his ear unto the door, and he shall be thy servant forever. And also unto thy maid servant shalt thou do likewise. Right. So if he's your servant and he wants to continue to be your servant, and he puts that peach in his ear. All right. Like you see a lot of brothers, they got the earring because they're servants of the Lord. That's a symbol of their servitude, right? Like in the old cartoons, they'll summon the genie, which the genie that's actually a demon, but they'll summon the genie. The genie got the earrings on. That's because he's a servant under the lamp. That's what they're supposed to, it's
When you said that made me think of gypsies.
gypsies.
The first gypsies.
Okay, now. That's what that meant. So and that's the same with that chip. Except this time, instead of putting it in your ear, you're going to put it in you. That means you're a servant. You're serving at all. So it all goes back to the scriptures, man. That's why the scriptures talk about performing things come to pass.
It says the same thing about the law in Exodus 21, the 21st chapter, about the law in the earth. It mentions that in Exodus 21. Exodus chapter 21.
You got that? We can end it off on that.
I got to look at this real quick right in front of me.
Okay.
Matthew 24 and 14, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. So the gospel is the good news. Which people receive as doom and gloom, like Trump said, we're the opposite. We'll take that title. Go ahead.
Exodus 21st chapter, I'm going to start at verse 1. Now these are the judgments which thou set before them. If thou buy an Hebrew servant 6 years, he shall serve, and in the 7th he shall go out free for nothing. If he came in by himself, he should go out by himself. If he were married, then his wife shall go out with him. If his master have given him a wife, and she have borne him sons or daughters, the wife and her children shall be her master's, and he shall go out by himself.
Yep, so if his master gave him a woman, then she got to continue to be a servant. If he gave him to her, all right, come.
And if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master, my wife, and my children, I will not go out free, then his master shall bring him unto the judges. He shall also bring him to the door or unto the doorpost. And his master shall bore his ear through with an awl, and he shall serve him forever. So that goes like back into the chips, like with the ear. Like instead of like them putting it on your earth, they put it in your right hand or forehead.
Right. Wherever they put it, they might, might go in your back. Wherever the fuck they put it, you take that, you can serve it forever. Ain't no getting out of that shit.
And that shows how they know our laws in the Bible.
Absolutely. That's why there's Amalekites. They don't go to the same schools as us, man. They go to yeshiva or whatever. They go to their little Jewish, Orthodox school. They go through the scriptures, They go through where it talks about the law pertaining to what's that, interest. You charge interest to another nation. They go through all that stuff, man.
Usury,
the water. And then they take the law, and then they of course they are on the left hand. They do the wicked part to us. To us, to them, we're the goyim, which is the scripture says, of the nations.
and a lot of their little schools ducked off like a motherfucker. So if I was delivering, I had to deliver to a lot of these schools. They'd be ducked off. I'd be like, damn, I ain't know this was back here. I ain't know this.
You actually went inside?
Yeah, and a lot of them.
What did it look like on the inside?
They got a lot of that Yiddish shit on the walls. And
That shit was decked out.
Yep. Look, all the little kids got on yarmulkes and the girls wearing dresses and shit.
And the scriptures say you're not supposed to cover your head, man, when you're praying and doing all that. So they know the law, man. They know the scriptures, all right? And we can find multiple videos. Matter of fact, I'm gonna probably do that this week. Where they go in and they take pieces from it, and then they'll do like a movie or something, or they'll take it and they'll like you said, they'll use it, all right, from the left hand. What's that? Yeah, something.
They got, they got a lot of police security at them schools too. A lot of police. A lot of them.
And the police got what? They got that star on. All right, that's that star. They say it's the Star of David. We know it's the Star of Saturn. We know it's wicked, but there's no enchantment against Jacob. All right, we did it for a righteous reason. They do it, and they know that it's wicked.
They say it's the star of Molech.
Yeah, it's the Star of Molech, which is the same as the Star of Saturn. Kind of. That was it on that.
And about the law, like Leviticus 19:28, ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am the Lord, Yahweh.
So you're not supposed to be getting cuts.
Exactly. So basically, that you heaping sin upon sin.
That's right. So you cut into yourself injections. What's that shit the Chinese do? They put them pins in your back and shit. None of that shit.
That's a vaccination.
Yeah, they put them pins in acupuncture shit. No, that's unlawful. Not supposed to do that. Tattoos, that's putting that ink in your skin.
And that goes back to like you're not supposed to take that vaccination because you put the needle in your skin. So
Exactly.
hey,
everything that you do, you heal through the herbs, you heal through the power and the spirit. Yahweh Shalom Shah. But he does use the herbs, for our sake. Scriptures even talk about you eat too much meat, it can make you sick. Too much meat can cause you to be sick. So, hey, that's it, man. Good camp. Call Allah Yahweh. Why? Yahweh Your honors, the apostle, the elders, and great millstone who will. Peace and salutations to you sincere brothers out there pushing the truth across the four corners of the earth. All right? Abba Ball.
Bible.
Shalom.